How could you tell someone was calling? I couldn't even hear it.
I know.
All right. All right, good. So I'm gonna leave this in your hands. Okay. So the big things are, okay, besides playing more expressively. There's a spider after me. I'm going to step on it. It was a spider sloth. A sloth spider. Okay. This is a tarantella. It has to have that intensity. It has to have vigor. Okay? Vigor is not just speed. It's how you play it. It's going to have a lot of feeling to it, okay? And yeah! This is fun, okay? And then you can play it faster. Ideally, if you put both together. Okay, good. So you're going to work on that one. You're going to apply what you have learned on this to this one, and it'll be perfect by next week. It needs to be in tune, really well in tune. So you can check the A, you can check the G, the F not so much, but from the D. Okay, good. So now, we go on. Play. Good. Okay, so tone. So when you play this, okay, what's happening is you're playing up here and your bow is doing this. Okay. Yeah, remember these are going to be off the string. Remember to practice it. Good. So now, a couple things. So this shift, we practiced this before. So remember, you're going to disguise it, kind of slowing the bow down. Good. But can you play it in tune now? From there. Okay, both third fingers were too low. Listen. Yeah. Good. Now disguise the shift. Okay. You're trying too hard to disguise it. So it's as if you... Okay, I want you to almost stop. Watch the bow. See it slow down? Yes. But now play the F sharp tune. Yes. Good. That's out of tune. Go on. Okay, but this is pianist. When we talked about singing the upper half area. Remember, so you're going to work the bow out so you're in the right spot to play the off string. That was good. Good. Okay. In order to play spiccato, you can't stick your thumb through the bow. Okay, your thumb is like, I can't even get my thumb through that far. Good. As you go up the string, you need to move closer to the bridge. That's too close. Listen to the sound. I want to stay in the same spot. Listen to what happens to the sound. Hear it get thinner. Doesn't have any power behind it. If I move a little bit, I don't move much, just a little bit. Try it. Your shifting is suffering. That's what's causing you to go. So just go. But it's like. Slimy. Focus on not holding your third finger in the air when you play second to fourth finger. Because when you do that, so I want you to put your second and fourth, put your hand in position, okay, in first position, okay? Now, I want you to hold down the 2 and the 4 and raise the 3. What do you feel in your hand? It pulls, right? It pulls this way. Okay? So when you go 2 to 4 and you raise your third in the air, it pulls the 4 back. Okay? If I go 2 to 4 and put them both down, it feels very easy. So when you actually lift the third to put the 4 down, it's pulling the 4 back, which is making it flat. So what I want you to think about is when you go 2 to 4, I want you to think about high 3 and put them both down. Okay? Good. So, for instance, right here, here's what I saw. That hurts. Good. Now, a couple things. So in here, your rhythm is a little squirrely. Okay? You really have to make sure you get the tubas. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. The only other thing is you have a sloth shift coming back here as well. Good. Okay. So now you've gone from being sloth to light speed. It's the speed should be paced according to the speed of the notes. Okay. As the notes gets faster, the shift gets faster. Okay. It's okay to do what we don't want is a jerky shift, but what you're doing is the sloth shift, which is even slower than the jerky shift, you know? I mean, it's you know. So what we don't want is this. Which is what you've been doing, and we don't want this either. Watch. But you can go happy medium, watch. So the other issue we have to deal with is Mr. Thumb on the bow, okay? So watch what happens to my hand, okay? Here's the proper position, okay? So notice my fingers are contacting this, you know, the frog and everything, and they're nicely situated. The thumb's on the outside of the stick here. Watch what my hand does when I put my thumb through, okay? So and your thumb is actually going between your second and third finger. See what happened? It's really hard to do spiccato like that. It's really hard to do much anything like that. Okay, so we want that space up here. So this has a hole in it. Okay, that allows the bow to do what it should. Okay, to do fun stuff. Okay, okay. But if you hold it like this, it doesn't really spiccato very well. Okay? So you need to keep the fingers touching here, not like this. Okay? So, but yours are touching, but they're touching this way with your thumb here. Okay? So, this way, and keep the knuckles higher than the stick. See, the knuckles are higher than the stick. Your knuckles, when you play, are actually almost lower than, I mean, they're even or lower. That's the idea. Okay, good. So now, we have the ending here, you got all that. So, do you have everything taken care of? So, the last thing is it has to have a little more feeling. So, even here, so you want to lead into the next note. So, get to here, where does it go? You have to intend to do evil to that spider as you play this piece. Okay? It's got to have some zip. It's got to have some character. Okay? Good. So we'll leave that for now. Let's go on. Let's do your shifting exercises. Those are important.